Hello my lovelies, and you join me here on Boaty Cam as we enter the collection phase of Mustard and Boaty do people and do lunch with people, and this is brought to you courtesy of the top don
Just get the fucking gate open.
Sorry about that, he's a bit uncouth. He hasn't got an ounce of couth in him.
Normally I'm a very calm and gentle person.
No you're not. There we go, sort that out in a minute. Make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
Would you prefer to squidge in the corner and be shielded from the camera somewhat, or would you prefer for me to squidge in the corner and for you to take the limelight?
I'll squidge you.
Right. Let's just have on record that was Neil's choice before Liz and anybody else start shouting at me.
And I'll let Paul sit here if he likes to. Cause
not putting them in a position where...
Yes, I'll let you sit.
Oh, I tell you what, yes. Now, normally what we're best off doing, you're key because you speak quite loudly anyway, but when we have other guests, it's best that they sit closer than further away because you and I both speak too loudly.
We project, don't we?
Yes, we do. Projectile vomit. What kind of vomit do you prefer? Thank you.
I like the casual vomit.
Casual vomit?
That's not a thing so much these days, is it?
Oh.
It used to be a lunchtime thing.
What?
That people
Casually vomiting?
Yeah, they'd go from work, they'd go to the pub for lunch, they'd have 12 pints, casually vomit on the way back to work, and then just carry on with their day.
Well, what a fantastic display of food we have on our table here. Would we like to talk about it or just simply trough it?
Well, I think we should begin by saying thank you very much indeed to our lovely guests who have treated myself and the good captain here to our lunch, which is, you won't be surprised to learn, from Istanblue on the Milkstone Road. And interestingly, neither myself nor the people who have actually paid for lunch wanted to go to Istanblue on the Milkstone Road, but hey ho, no. That's mustard for you, isn't it? Hey,
I shall say grace, dear.
Right, well, do it properly.
No, I'm doing it my way. I'm just like Frankie.
Right,
dear noodly appendage man.
Disrespectful, blasphemy.
With your bolognese flavoured body. Thank you very much for sending us Neil and Sophie to buy lunch.
Ramen.
Where's all yours? All right, I see. There's mine.
I don't know.
There's naan bread or chapati. That'll be mine.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No.
What?
I don't know what's going on here.
There's my spoon. That is
P.S. Dear FSM, thank you for sending me the Top Don JS 1200, which is such a useful and well-priced bit of equipment. And thank you for supplying unto us the discount code Boaty5, which would give 5% off said doings.
Have your salad, mate.
That sounded a bit aggressive.
You've got to get used to my aggression. That looks good.
It looks lovely.
Have you got one?
No.
Thank you very much.
You got a naan bread.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand what I was ordering, but yeah.
It's not my granddad, it's my naan. It's not my granddad, it's my naan.
Lovely salad.
Oh, we love salad.
I'm not really keen on tomatoes, only with one finger, but it'll do.
Did you know that tomatoes are a fruit?
Are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Have you got your thingy?
I have,
Yes.
but thank you for asking.
I have.
Have you got one? Which one do you want? That one or that one?
Could I have that one, please?
I don't know. Which one did you want?
I'll have one.
Then there's
They
some.
probably put extras in for us.
Yeah.
Well, this is nice, isn't it? It's
Yes,
nice when
it's
we
a-
have company for lunch.
It's lovely.
Spooning in the chili sauce.
Oh, and in case you're wondering who Neil and Sophie are, well, we don't know. We met them in a service station this morning.
Yeah.
And they said that they were homeless and they'd buy us lunch if we let them come to the caravan. So I shall deploy the sauce of goodness.
Lovely.
Nicely deployed there.
Well, normally when we have lunch, we have a conversation.
Yes.
Maybe today we should avoid it.
What is this?
Well, avoid all conversation or just have not the kind of conversation that we would normally have. I mean, which I would agree with, not having the kind of conversation that we normally have.
Why not?
Well, because it's hideously inappropriate, isn't it?
It's you that instigates it all.
And it's well, yeah, but we've got nice. It's different when it's just us, two hairy-ass blokes. We've got nice people with us. We should have we should pretend that we're having a dinner party and have dinner party appropriate conversation.
Have you got should we have some music on? David Gray, of course, you know, the White Ladder album, that's what everybody plays at the dinner party, isn't it? Even though they don't like it.
No, they don't. It's Demis Roussos, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
It's Demis Roussos, and you've got what's her name? What's her name? You know who I mean? Alison Steadman.
Alison Steadman,
Yeah,
the actress.
yeah. Well, Abigail's Party, wasn't it? The Demis Roussos thing.
Ah, right. Oh, she was in there.
Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen. Is it a Mike Leigh film?
Yeah.
Right. I've never seen it. Perhaps I should. It's probably the kind of thing I would really enjoy.
I think you would, if you weren't so busy watching Mike Hunt instead of Mike Leigh.
Yeah. Very good. Well done.
Thank you very much. I'm here all week, folks.
Yeah, the Denis Roussos song was the Denis Roussos song.
Demis.
Is it Demis? Is
Yeah.
it Demis?
Yeah.
Dennis.
It's not Dennis. Demis.
Right, okay.
Well, he's Greek, you great buffoon. He's not from bloody
Bolton.
Bolton, yeah. Oh, but that would be a place name that also sounds like an action, wouldn't it? Bolton.
It would, yeah. What do you prefer? ABBA or Denis
Silence.
Roussos?
So the sound of silence.
I'd say
Demis Roussos every time.
the first one we said
ABBA.
Abba.
I love ABBA.
I do like Abba.
Do you?
Yeah.
Bit of a guilty pleasure.
Go on.
or-
Why should it be a guilty pleasure? It's a non-guilty pleasure. What's wrong with ABBA? ABBA did proper songs.
Do you think that ABBA is a guilty pleasure? Let us know in the comments below.
Isn't that suggesting that somebody else may know more than I do about what my guilty pleasure is?
Yeah, well, the thing is, if you openly admit to liking ABBA, then obviously to you it's not going to be a guilty pleasure.
That's right.
Because,
So what you're saying is it a guilty pleasure of yours?
but other people would be better placed to judge as to whether you should be ashamed over liking ABBA. And I'm not even sure that you do. I think you said that just to be contentious. Because you're not an ABBA person. And you know you're not.
I'm also not contentious.
Oh, you can be contentious.
Only as far as you're concerned. The rest of the time I'm as good as gold.
Which is a song by
I don't know.
Beautiful South.
Right, Beautiful South. Do you like them?
Mm.
Right. Should you though?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, right, it's a good game, this, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Well, music and songs.
That you should be ashamed of.
Well, the majority of people would say that you shouldn't like, but actually you do. So
Okay.
I don't really think ABBA comes into that. I thought everybody likes ABBA.
No, not everybody.
Well, not everybody,
I'm
but
in agreement with that.
the majority of people actually do like ABBA.
I don't reckon. I reckon that the majority of people have never heard of ABBA.
Really?
Yeah.
You just know it from the film.
No, I reckon they've never heard of it. Because you talk about a majority and you throw that away as a flippant phrase. But I reckon that if you go to the most populated areas of the world, like sub-Saharan Africa, I don't reckon that ABBA is right up there on their radar. If you said Umboga,
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? The sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah.
Why is that the most populated place in the world? Do you know where the Sahara is?
Yeah.
Go on.
It's in Africa.
It is, yeah, North Africa.
Yeah.
It takes up nearly all of North Africa,
No, it doesn't.
and there's barely anybody there.
I said sub-Saharan.
Yeah, so below it,
Yeah.
which is still not exactly that busy.
I've lived in Africa.
What?
What is it actually like?
You can't move in Tunisia.
in Africa.
It depends whereabouts in Africa you are. Where I was, it was very annoying. Well, actually, I got away with it because I speak French and I was really dark at the time, so I wasn't taken for a tourist. If you were taken for a tourist, then and you were a female, you'd be kidnapped and taken into a shop.
They've taken for a ride.
Yeah, that could happen. My point is that in order for your statement to be correct about the majority of people liking ABBA, that would mean that more than 50% of the world's population would have to have an actual liking for ABBA. And I reckon 50% of the population haven't heard of them.
Alright, fair enough. I can't even be asked to argue with that. Moving on.
Yeah. Onto a different subject.
Not the same subject. Before we got interrupted. B-52s.
Love them.
Do you?
Yeah.
I do as well.
Cosmic Thing is one of the best albums ever.
Have you heard of the B-52s?
I think I have.
You will know a couple of their songs. Like Love Shack's probably the most.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Love Shack. No, honestly, the Cosmic Thing album, I absolutely love it. And my favourite track on that album is... Do you want to have a guess?
No.
My favourite track on that album is a track called Rome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's possibly my favourite one of theirs going anyway.
Ah, there you are, you see.
Do you know why, though? I just think I just think it's a really lovely song.
Mm.
Yeah.
I would agree.
It's a proper feel-good song, isn't it?
Mm.
Mm. Gosh, this conversation is not going the direction I was hoping for.
Well, what were you hoping for?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, we could actually widen this a little bit and ask as well stuff that you think you should like but you just don't like.
Oh.
In music. Just
In music. Well, for me, I kind of like my pop music and a bit of my rock as well.
David
But not
Bowie.
screaming.
I never got David Bowie.
See, I love David Bowie.
Never got it.
I love David Bowie.
There's any of his come on the radio, I would be inclined to turn it off.
I'd do the same with Elton John.
Except
I
40.
don't think anyone's telling me I should like him.
Oh, you can't say that.
What?
I think that's your
You can't say that on my channel.
What, about David Bowie? I mean,
No, about Elton John.
Why?
Well, because of the lovely Max's. Well, one of your subscribers
Yeah, I
as
know
well.
Max. I know Max plays David Bowie on the piano, and he's a
No, he
very.
doesn't. He plays Elton John.
Oh yeah. So it's true, yeah, he does. But I don't like Elton John. Sorry, Max.
Oh, there must be a couple of songs. Daniel. I like Daniel.
Crocodile Rock.
Not so much. I hated that candle in the wind.
Oh. But, no, I quite like Candle in the Wind.
I don't.
I'm more like, I like me Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Metallica, like songs like all that genre. But I don't like, bit of a weird one is I don't like Black Sabbath when Ozzy Osbourne left and Dio came in. And I don't like.
Many people say it the other way around because Dio was a proper singer.
Yeah, and I don't like Rainbow when Dio was the lead singer of that either.
Ronnie James Dio was a proper rock singer as well. He's one of the best.
I think the best thing you can say about Black Sabbath is that they're really nice people who bought cars off me. Tony is the nicest guy that you would ever meet in your life.
Yeah, of course, he's actually been serious as well.
Yeah, we're right.
Oh, wow.
And he's just the nicest guy ever. We were chatting one day in the showrooms, and my stepson at the time was in a covers band, and they used to cover a couple of Sabbath numbers, and it was his birthday. I said, Tone, do me a favour, can you could you give me a bit of merch and sign it for my lad? He's a massive fan. And he said, oh yeah, sure. So he said, no problem. He said, has he got a mobile? I said, yeah, they've all got bloody mobiles, haven't they? He said, ring him. So I rang him up and Tone had a chat with him and wished him happy birthday and all of that.
Oh,
I thought that was lovely.
That's beautiful.
Did he charge £45?
No, he didn't. But, you know, somebody else said, oh, it was Trace. Trace said, you really should do the personalised message bit. She said it'll do really well. You genuinely should offer it as a service.
What, you or just me? Oh, God, because...
Both.
Right, let's do it then.
Okay.
Well, we have offered it. Nobody's taken us up on it.
Are you sure they thought you were being serious?
Oh, we've always been serious. Would you like a personalised message with mustard?
I would. I would.
Okay. Give his number then. I'll phone you up now. Would you like one from me?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. I'd like to replace the one on my on my intro with one saying, Boaty's channel is the best thing on YouTube.
I'll tell you what, I might just film that for you. What if I sent you a little clip of me going on about how wonderful you are and really gushing and really completely obviously false? Would you use that?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'll use anything. Other people's content is what makes me great. Is everybody enjoying their lunch?
Yes, thank you.
I'm thoroughly enjoying mine.
Me too.
I'm enjoying mine.
What did you? Oh,
I'm
you
nearly
had
finished.
You had same as me. How's yours, sir?
Absolutely terrific.
Boaty did the right telling me which was the best food, and I think this is the nice food. It's very lovely.
I don't understand why you have that when there's so much nice food available, and you have something that's just awful in every possible sense.
Why is it awful?
Well, it's minced beef with peas. That's the kind of thing that your grandmother used to give you when she was looking after you after school in the 1970s. Like oxtail soup.
I remember when I was little, and every time my nan took me to school, we used to go to the shop first to get the mint pies.
Oh yeah.
We used to take them into school while we was on the way in. The teacher always used to say, you have to finish that before you go in first.
Oh, yes, the good old days of health and safety.
Yes.
Well, before Jamie Oliver come along.
That was...
Oh, what do we think of Jamie Oliver?
Oh, right, so here we are. We're
Yes.
back on this kind of thing.
Took turkey twizzlers from me. That's my that's my opinion on it.
I like Jamie Oliver. What would you prefer, turkey twizzler or that kebabby bad boy?
True.
That's a hard
But
question.
when we were in school, the food that was available to you was just bland.
Oh. Yeah, well, they didn't want you to eat it, that's why. Just trying to save money.
True.
You couldn't beat the puddings.
I used to have to kick the vending machine to get a can of pop overs. I'd learnt the tactic for it and everything.
You had a technique
Yep.
of getting the pop out of the machine without paying for it.
Kind of theft, really. So,
It's a bit like theft.
It's a bit like theft when you look at it that way.
was that your first introduction to criminal activity, or had you already started to indulge in moving beyond the law? And in the entirety, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
25.
God, are you really?
Yep.
God,
We're
you're
both 25.
God, you're fetuses.
Yeah, we're both 25.
I've got underwear that's older than you.
I know, I saw where that fly came from.
That was a good one. 1 point to Neil.
So, my question to you is, what is the worst or the best criminal act so far in your young life? And I would remind you that this video is going out to the public.
Yep, I'm going to have a think about that, to be fair.
Yeah, by the time you thought of it, it'll have finished anyway.
Question for you, Mustard. What criminal
That's the
act?
hedgehog.
Ooh.
Oh!
No, we don't
No,
do the
we'll do,
hedgehog.
we'll do it after lunch. We'll have a hedgehog session after lunch.
Do we have to?
The hedgehog of two.
What criminal act would you most like to commit?
Gosh, that's a good one. Watching TV without a license. Although we've got a license, and I don't watch it anyway. So, I've kind of got that the wrong way around, haven't I?
Have you got a license?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I can really say thank you very much. That
You
was
win.
Very nice. Thank you.
Except you didn't eat your... Oh, hang on. Whose salad's that then?
I don't know. Did I have a salad with mine?
I think so, yeah.
You could have a treble salad.
We all get a salad. So yeah, that'll be yours.
Now, what can I eat now?
Whatever
Oh!
you like.
Ah!
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no!
No, I can see.
Ah! Aha! Yeah? Or do you want it?
Not now, I don't.
This is really going to disgust you, isn't it?
Yes.
I would have preferred it with the chilli sauce, though.
Did all the chilli sauce get used?
Yeah, it always does, doesn't it?
The chilli sauce is actually nice.
Oh my days.
Oh, oh wow.
You weren't lucky enough.